What's up everybody, it's Matt from TDM Style here. Welcome back to the channel once again, and welcome finally. I know these folks have been waiting a real long time for this. I'm sorry, it's been a while. Finally, we're here to talk about the collab between Gerson Co and Betterman Grooming, that is Fusion. So this was added to the Gerson Co lineup a few months ago. I've had it for a while, but meaning to review it for quite some time. So I'm excited to finally be talking about it. So first things first, a little bit of a blurb on what this is. Their website says a product like no other. There are a variety of products available for hairstyling in the market, ranging from oil-based pomade, gel pomade, water-based pomade, clay pomade, wax pomade, and then there is Fusion. Fusion is an inspiration by Betterman Grooming together with Gerson Co to create something new and bold for everyone. The idea behind Fusion was to build something original that would work like traditional pomades but with added texture. So this is meant to feel like an oil-based pomade but give you added texture with a butter-like creamy consistency that you can apply easily to the hair, nice and smooth, help to soften and loosen up the texture. It'll give your hair a medium shine and a large amount of pliability. This works best for casual and slick looks for all occasions. It's also, as a water-based product, meant to have an easy washout. All right, so starting out as usual with packaging and pricing. This is gonna come in your standard 100 milliliter or 3.4 ounce amber plastic pomade jar. This one has a matte black aluminum lid, and then they have the green stick-on labeling around the side, and the labeling on the lid is kind of like a turquoise with this cool decal on there. And this can be found on the Gerson Co website, or it's also sold through various other suppliers like the Trade Union Apothecary, and that's gonna run you 35 bucks, but right now, like for Trade Union, it's on sale for 26. Of course, if you buy it from Gerson Co, it's 35 Singapore dollars, but then of course you're gonna have to add shipping on top of that as well. All right, next up, it's time for everybody's favorite category. So this is mentioned that it has an intoxicating scent of artemisia, mint, cardamom, bergamot, lavender, orange blossom, cinnamon, cumin, sandalwood, vanilla, cedar, tonka bean, and amber. Wow. All right, so without further ado, it's time to nose in. I'm intoxicated. Ugh. No, it's a wonderful fragrance. It's, I would call it like a warm, slightly spicy, woody, but a little bit sweet cologne type scent. I know that's just a lot of words that I just mashed together into things, but that's what it is. Like, it's woody, that's got that warm, like cinnamon, cardamom spice in there. So I feel like this is really gonna be a great like fall and winter scent. So moving into these hopefully cooler months, because I'm sweating my fucking balls off right now, even though it's September. Come on, autumn. Anyway, yeah, I think it's safe to say that scent fucks me up pretty good. All right, now through the ingredient list. So as I mentioned before, this is water-based. So we have water in the first spot, PEG 40 hydrogenated castor oil. Then we do have petro in here, microcrystalline wax, and grapeseed oil, candelilla wax, glycerin as well, which will help to thicken the hair a little bit. We've got some silica in here, fragrance, and then our preservatives. Now, in terms of the scoop and the breakdown, they mentioned that this is meant to have like a butter-like and easily scoopable, creamy consistency and application. And so yeah, taking a look inside the jar here, that's exactly what it is. This is very creamy. It's not quite liquidy, but just be aware that it may slosh around a little bit in shipping. I think some of mine was on the lid of the jar when it came in, but it's no big deal. It's like thick enough that you can just with your fingy and get it back in there. It's not so liquidy like the original Oasis where it's just gonna be all over the place. But yeah, getting that out of the jar and into the hands, so it's interesting. In the jar, it kind of looks like it has these little crystally bits in it, but it's just kind of an optical illusion, because as soon as you get that into your hands, the breakdown is absolutely buttery smooth. It feels like a lotion. And with that, we can transition right into the demo footage and see how this baby applies and styles and wears. So this footage is like a couple of months old. I recorded this when my hair was longer, before I did it red. So yeah, we're starting out with freshly washed hair here that's just been pre-styled with a bit of 25 spray for some smoothing. And then I'm going in with about a nickel-sized amount of this. And yeah, that buttery, creamy consistency translates directly into the application. It is so smooth. There's absolutely no tug or pull. It's very slick without feeling oily. It's just an absolute dream to apply. And yeah, they call it a medium shine, and I agree. This is a medium shine. It's definitely little bit more shine than I typically like to use in my own hair, and it does with the just, you know, it being more of a pomade type of thing, it does lead to a bit strandier, thinner, waxy type of texture, although it is a bit more coarsely textured than other, you know, UWB pomades or those sort of things that I have used. That being said, it does comb into shape very nicely with a wide tooth comb, so that's kind of what I went for with the final look here, and yeah. I'm liking the way it looks. And yeah, I can say it does feel very pliable. It feels pretty lightweight in the hair. It doesn't really feel like there's a lot going on. Now, it is supposed to be a firm hold. It has a lot of movement to it, so it doesn't feel like a firm hold per se. It certainly doesn't, you know, leave your hair like rock solid, formed into a shape, which is, I mean, they mentioned it's supposed to have crazy pliability, and it does. So with the endurance, let's take a look at the end of the day here. This is about 8 hours later, and so we can see we've got some natural breakdown. We've got some strands around here. I actually kind of like this look. You know, I'm not one to like a rigid hairstyle that stays completely immobile through the whole day, but for me, I would call this a like straight up medium. I did not see a firm hold for my hair type, especially at that length. But that's okay with me. You know me, I'm a medium. I like my mediums. I'm a medium boy, which is a weird phrase. Whatever. I like medium hold products, and so this is fine for me. I don't mind that it wasn't a firm for my hair type. Now, it is worth mentioning I also have it in my hair today. So this I pre-styled with some 25 and some sea salt spray, just to get some extra volume and texture in, and then I went in with less of this. I did only a dime-sized scoop of Fusion, and so it's a little bit less shiny. I would say it's on the lower end of a medium shine right now. The added texture of the sea salt spray kind of balanced it into more of what I typically go for on a day-to-day basis. But yeah, still very, very pliable. My hair feels very soft and just smooth. I can move it around if I want to and restyle, and it, you know, it doesn't feel greasy or anything on the hands or in the hair. It is a little bit strandier than I typically like, but with this current hair color, that kind of works. It gives it like a little bit of a darker red tone, and it just, I don't know, that kind of natural medium like folly strand thing I like, so I'm into this. And in terms of washout, it's meant to be easy, and it is. Literally like hit this with water and it just, I can't do the whistle, so I'm not gonna try it. But it comes out super easily. If by some chance there's any left over, a small amount of any old shampoo will take it right out. So yeah, overall thoughts on Fusion from Gerson Company and Betterman Grooming. I like this. It's like a UWB pomade, but one that, I mean, it's different. It's definitely different. You know, a lot of the UWBs that I've used, while they might have a similar like shine level and hold level, this, I feel the texture is just different enough. It's not quite a pomade texture, but also not quite like a clay paste texture either. It's somewhere in the middle, which I like. The shine is, as I mentioned, is a little bit shinier than I would typically go for, but for, you know, something a little bit more, you know, business casual, this is a really good look, I think. Do really love that scent in there. And I always really like products that leave my hair feeling, you know, flowy and touchable and soft, and this does exactly that. So I really like that about it as well. So yeah, if you're in the market for a, you know, different the name is, it's a fusion product. It's somewhere between the different types of pomades. I definitely think that this is worth a try. So that wraps things up for today, guys. I hope that you enjoyed this and found it helpful. Plenty of content coming soon. We've got skincare, we've got crusty ads, we've got more reviews, we got all kinds of shit that I'm trying to catch up on. So if you wouldn't mind, feel free to hit that subscribe button down below to keep up to date with all that. And as always, thank you so much for coming by and watching. And we'll see you all at the next one.